Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the seventh grammar lesson. I can kind of see the notes on the side here of what we're going to go over today. So I want to jump right into it. I know these things are confusing. The compound verb, compound subject, compound sentence, complex sentence. They kind of sound the same and they're a little bit tricky. I just want to give you some ideas on how we can find out what they are, like identify them when you see them in writing. And then once we're able to do that, then we're going to work on how we actually write them. But we got to be able to find them and understand what they are first. And so that maybe this little tip might help you a little bit on doing these. So we'll start with a compound verb. A compound verb has two verbs, one subject. He ran and walked. Walked and ran, two verbs with an and in there. So it starts with the subject, whatever that subject is, the person or whatever the subject is. And then it has two verbs in it, and it's separated with only an and. That's how we know it's a compound verb, when you see the two subjects or one subject, and then it has two different verbs and it's separated with an and. So he ran and jumped. Now, in a real sentence, it gets a little bit harder to find than that, but that's the basic idea of it with the word and. Compound subjects are much easier. Subjects are the beginning of a sentence. You just have your two people, he and she, John and Jane. It's two people usually at the beginning of a sentence with an and in it. That's a compound subject. Compound sentence, it has an and as well. So look, all three have the and. See, look right in front of the and, there's a comma. That's how you know it's a compound sentence, because it has an and, but it also has a comma. Now, there's more pieces to a compound sentence. It's two complete sentences, so it has two subjects and two verbs. It's two complete sentences separated with a comma and a conjunction, usually in. Also, as you know, we've said a semicolon would work too, but the more common way to do a compound sentence is with a comma and a conjunction. It's comma and. So that's how we know it's a compound sentence. Complex, though, doesn't separate with the word and. It's not separated with the word and. It's separated with a comma. So you know it's a complex sentence. It probably does. You almost always have two verbs. A lot of the time, a complex sentence has two verbs, but it's not separated with and. It's separated with a comma. And usually the verbs an ing verb and things like that as we get into it more. But just as a basic understanding, the first three are with and then the complex sentence is with a comma. And the compound sentence has a comma and. Okay, good. So I want to do one more thing if we can. I want to do linking, helping, and preposition. So the question on the test, which was the hardest one on the last quiz, was something like this. And I want to look at it. This is an example. On Monday at 2 p.m. in the store, he purchased candy. This sentence has three prepositional phrases. One prepositional phrase. Preposition, noun. Second one, at 2 p.m. Preposition, noun. In the store, preposition, noun. It has three prepositional phrases. So a lot of people didn't understand it. A sentence could have six prepositional phrases. I could add some prepositional phrases at the end of this. There's no limit to the number of prepositional phrases you can have in a sentence. So just make sure that when you know that these are all separate prepositional phrases. Starts with a preposition, ends with a phrase. It's not one giant prepositional phrase. These are three different prepositional phrases. Again, some people in this sentence might think that the word in is a linking verb. It's definitely not a helping verb. Okay, helping verb has a helping verb, and then right after it, it goes main verb. The next word is the. That's an article, so it's definitely not a helping verb. I could see why people think it might be a linking verb though, because like the word is, that's a linking verb, and we haven't had a verb yet, so this could be considered a clause, and we want to think that we have to start to look at the word in and know that in is a preposition. With the word is, that's a linking verb. At 2 p.m. on Monday at 2 p.m. is the store. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. It wouldn't be there. In the store, that's a preposition, because you wouldn't say is the store. That's not the sentence. It's in the store, and in is a preposition. So as time goes on, as we get to more of those, I want you to look at it. Try to get it. Just want to make sure you know, in the store, that right there is a preposition. In is not a linking verb. Is a linking verb. Thanks, guys. Good luck on the quiz today.